روات من تراجم الرواه. حدثنا مسدد. This is مسدد ibn مسدد ibn Musar. Musaddad ibn Musarbal, ibn Musarbal, ibn Mar'abal, ibn Ardalal, ibn Sarandal, ibn Dorandal, ibn Masik, ibn Masturid Asadi. Musaddad ibn Musarbal, ibn Musarbal, ibn Mar'abal, ibn Arnadal, ibn Sarandal, ibn Garandal, ibn Masik, ibn Masturid Asadi. His name, if I ever hear his words,
from India.
We can know that story. I want to ask one time. Not from India, definitely not from India, because these is the Ustad of Imam Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala. Because Imam Bukhari, his condition is that liqa, this is a strict condition. So Imam Bukhari went to India to see nowhere.
No India come to he.
India come to he. So his name is Abdul Malik ibn Abdul Aziz, and Musaddad is his laqab. He took his knowledge from Hamad ibn Zayd, Sufyan ibn Uyayna, and Yahya ibn Sa'id Qattan. He was the first person in Basra to write a musnad. He passed in Ramadan, so where is from by Basra. Where is from by Basra. So he passed away in the 228 Hijri in Ramadan. Now his ustad now, which is Yahya ibn Sa'id ibn Faruq Qattan Tamimi. His kunyat, surname kunyat, is Abu Sa'id. Good. He heard hadith from Yahya Ansari, Muhammad ibn Ajlan, Sufyan Sawri, Imam Malik, and Imam Shaba, rahmatullah. His own ustad, Sufyan Sawri, his ustad, heard hadith from him. Sufyan ibn Uyayna, Shu'ba, these are his ustad. Abdul Rahman ibn Mahdi, Imam Ahmad, Imam Yahya ibn Mu'in, Imam Ishaq ibn Rahway, and many more muhaddithin, they heard hadith from him. So imagine how he was an outstanding individual. Imam Yahya ibn Mu'in had reckoned regarding to him that Yahya Qattan, he was famous by. For 20 years, every day he used to make a khatam of Quran. Done. He was born in 120 Hijri and he passed in 198 Hijri. So he lived for 78 years, right? Right?
70 years.
Then 78 years. If you get something wrong, they are right. Affan ibn Muslim rahmatullahi said, there was a man who saw Yahya ibn Sa'id in a dream 20 years before he passed away. And what was mentioned in the dream? Bashir, glad tidings. Yahya ibn Sa'id. With what glad tidings for what? Bi'amanillah yawm al-qiyamah. That there is amani, there is security, there is for him on yawm al-qiyamah. Shaba, we did Shaba already. Qatada, first time he's coming. This is Qatada ibn Du'ama ibn Qatada. Qatada ibn Du'ama ibn Qatada ibn Aziz Sadusi Basri. His kunyat, there's a name which was given, they used people to call him Abu Khattab. He heard a hadith from Anas ibn Malik, who is his Ustad, Abdullah ibn Sarjis, this is Sahaba, Hazrat Abu Tufail Amiri ibn Wasila radiallahu ta'ala عنهما ajma'in. And great tabi'i heard for him, like Sa'id ibn Musayyib. Imam Bukhari took a lot of hadith from Sa'id ibn Musayyib also. Hasan Basri rahmatullah alayhi, etc. In 60 Hijri, he was 60 or 61, he was born, and he passed in 117 or 118 Hijri. Allahu Akbar. Hussein Muallim. You want to know where this comes? An Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then an Hussein al Muallim. You see the in between them, right? Huh? Oh, but in the second part of the chain. An Anas radiallahu ta'ala Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then you got another an Hussein al Muallim. Who is he? He's Hussein ibn Zakwan, Mukattib, Muallim Basri. His student is Shu'ba ibn Hajjaj, Abdullah ibn Mubarak, Yahya Qattan. He passed away in 145 Hijri. Anas ibn Malik, Anas is coming first time here now. Anas radiallahu ta'ala, his biography is coming first time now. Asabai?
Yeah.
Khadim al-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Anas ibn Malik ibn Nar ibn Zamzam ibn Zayd ibn Haram ibn Jundub ibn Amir ibn Ghanam Khazraji al-Ansari. The Anas is what? Ansar. Was born in Medina, everybody knows that. Rasulullah had given the kunyat of Abu Hamza. Because why did this Hamza? It's a vegetable. And he used to like this vegetable. 10 years he did the khidmat, the service of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He narrated many ahadith, approximately 1,256 hadiths. 168 hadiths is muttafaqun alayh. When I say muttafaqun alayh, who am I referring to? Or when the Imam say muttafaqun alayh? Iman?
Sahih Muslim, Sahih Bukhari.
Sahih Muslim, Sahih Bukhari.
Coming out.
So Imam Bukhari by itself took 83 hadith and Imam Muslim individual took 71. The mother of Anas radiallahu ta'ala was Sulaim. Remember them thing that out here. Everything the teacher may ask question, right? I must come in slumber. These are certain things I need to remember all the time. So she requests to make dua for her son Anas. So Rasulullah made dua of wealth, children, and for long life. So barakat of children is good. You know what I mean? So the woman need to understand that when I asking them to make dua for them, brother, make dua for me that Allah bless me with a lot of kids. Wealth, nothing wrong with wealth, Imam. Once you use the wealth properly. Anas radiallahu ta'ala lived over 100 years in Basra. He had a castle in Bukhari Sharif when the come regard to him. The last person to pass away regarding Sahaba. Now remember they are last person of Medina Sharif. The last person to pass away, right, is Anas radiallahu ta'ala. When Hajjaj came to Basra, Hajjaj and Yusuf, at that time he came, Hajjaj was dying, I think after he assassinated or he attacked the Kaaba, he passed away just a little after. That was in the 74th Hijri. And at that time when he came to Anas had already buried 100 of his children and grandchildren. And his fruit trees in his garden used to give fruit twice a year. His garden means garden of a man. It means his farm. His farm used to flower twice a year. In 93 Hijri, the Sahaba who passed in Medina who was in 90. When we reach it, I'll tell you how Sahaba. I always memorize it, the name of it. He passed after Anas radiallahu ta'ala. So in 93 Hijri, Anas was 103 years old. So, what age Anas radiallahu ta'ala had when Rasulullah passed away? Can anybody tell me? What age he had by?
23.
23. He came at the age of 10. I did it 20. It's over 20 though. So he passed away in Basra and Muhammad ibn Sirin did his ghusl and kafan, and he was buried approximately a few miles from Basra, where his castle, he used to live in his castle. I think it's still there, right? Now, as I mentioned before, that this hadith had two chains. The first one win, right? And Imam Bukhari also is Ustad here. Musaddad is an Ustad, and then you have Shu'ba and Qatada, right? Then Yahya have another Ustad. Yahya have another Ustad, Hussein Mu'allim. Haddathana Qatada and Anas. So after the first sanad, Imam Bukhari brings another sanad. So Shu'ba and Qatada, then Hussein Mu'allim, Haddath Qatada. So there are two chains here, but all two related to Shu'ba. So which means there was a probability that this sanad is inqita or either ittisal. Right? If I fall in here. So I bring in this other here. Right? Now Mu'allim mentioned Haddathana Qatada. You hear me? Mu'allim what he mentioned Haddathana Qatada. And Shu'ba mentioned an qatada. So an, I mentioned yesterday, have the probability or the possibility of ittisal and inqita. But then Muallim, Hussein Muallim bring the word here, haddathana. So when haddathana came here now, the verb here now, it gives us that there is no tadlis in the hadith. Now in the fiqh, the usul of hadith, right? When there were probability Shu'ba and Qatada of tadlis, Imam Bukhari rahmatullah bring the second sanad and eliminate. Tadlis means that there is some weakness somewhere there. Good. لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. So, what you love for yourself. So here, Imam Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala showed this hadith. Imam Abu Hanifa mentioned at the beginning. There are 5 hadith which Imam Abu Hanifa had chosen, and Imam Abu Dawud had chosen
4.
Right? So this is one of them. That putting all of these 5 hadiths, if you put these 5 hadiths in your life, you accomplish the entire deen. I mentioned that before. So all the deficiency, all the bend, the twist, indeed you rectify all of that. So what we say here, when we hold it to Imam Bukhari, we are saying this as Kamaliyat of Iman, and in Imam Bukhari is making tardid upon Marjiyah. Good. What is meant that what you love for your brother, you love for yourself? Amen?
Yeah.
Now, if a man, he is a drunkard, yeah? If a man, he is a drunkard, amen? Or he's a sadiq, he's a thief man, he will not be a believer until he like that for his brother. That's all? Eh? Right?
No.
So this understanding is not in the hadith. So we got to get understanding of this hadith here now. That is what he mentioned here. What you love for yourself, that way you got love for your body. So this man, he like bottle. Or this man, he like sweet woman. Iban? He likes sweet woman. And he can't do it without sweet woman. He wife, but he likes sweet woman. The other hadith came in Nasai should remember hadith, give explanation hadith. So you gotta make sure that you get your stuff right. Nasai Sharif, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه من الخير. You want to understand? ما يحب من الخير ما يحب لنفسه من الخير. So the word min al-khayr comes and eliminates the concept of sin. A man loves for sin for himself. He never say, oh, you gotta love that for your brother. So now what is meant that what you love for yourself? Me get on vehicle, me get a nice car, me get a nice this, me get a nice that. Well, that's what you will love for somebody else? And your body again, your friend again, your Muslim buying again. So Islam doesn't la yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha. So what we'll explain here now, it is the understanding that whatever Allah bless me, right? My iman taqad is this, that if my brother gets that, then I feel happy about it. You follow? Not whatever my brother is gonna get and how he's acquiring things, and I start to jealous him. You might follow? His hadith gone into debt. So this is one of the answer toward the understanding of the hadith. So the same way how you like to be happy. You know this hadith have a lot of depth. Ulama when they do bayan, Maulana Umar Khalaqui rahmatullah alayhi. He did, I can remember, he did an explanation for this hadith. And whole 2 hours he talks about this hadith. And he quotes many ayat of the Quran. The same way how I would like people to do justice with me. I don't want no injustice to do with me. And my brother in the other part of the world, injustice be done to him. La yuhibbu, I do not like it. I do not. My iman totally is I disagree with that. I don't like injustice to be done with me. Understand? I love my respect to be upkeep. That my dignity should not be degraded. My huquq, my rights should not be degraded. People should not think inferior or give me the concept of inferiority complex about myself. How I love to be in my life, my family, my wife and my children. This is the way how I love a Muslim brother he should be also. So this is what Imam Zaman have explained a little. Likewise, I'm doing business and I don't like nobody to rob me. You got my wood. If he get robbed, then I mean you gonna rob me. I don't like nobody to cheat on me. You understand? Now one of the purpose of this hadith is that the claim coming from this hadith, the objective of this hadith is that the objective of this hadith la hasad, I don't want nobody to jealous me. Because why when a person jealous you, the concept of hasad, jealousy is whatever you have with you, it must be eliminated, it must be withdrawn, taken away from you. So Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentioned this here. لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. So the beauty attribute which you have in your life, the beauty attribute you have in your life and the good quality, you should desire those to be in your brother. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ulama are taking this also, that if somebody comes to make mashura with you, then you should be very sincere. Put yourself in his shoe. Put yourself in his place and give him mashura. Don't give him a mashura which, would not be beneficial for him. Now what is meant by the concept of la yu'minu, that which means if you don't have this, you're not a believer? We know it is not negating If we say this is negating Kamali Iman, that it is, negating Kamali Iman. Kamali Iman means full Iman. That a proper believer, we will stop using Kamal, a proper believer. This is not in his respect. This is not in his, concept. God. So if a believer do not have this quality in him, then the beautification, beautification wrong, there's no word like that. The beautifying, right?
Beautification, yeah.
You get what beautification? Alhamdulillah, this brain works. So the beautification and the classicalness of your Iman would not be there. Like I always say, you get your car and you drive on. But when you put on a tint, then you look more beautiful. So you are untinted. Like a man read Quran, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. This is untinted. But we start reading with, radium. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I start putting on a car, said, Allah, So you beautify the recitation here. God. Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam. Why when you come back here again, you name Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam made dua of Rabbik firli wa habli mulkan la yanbaghi li ahadin min ba'di. So what we can see here now, that Sulaiman, the hadith which is here, la yu'minu, that you're not believer until you love for yourself and love for your brother. But here Sulaiman sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Rabbi firli wa habli, bless me a mulka la yanbaghi li ahadin ba'di. So this got to be, against the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right? The explanation which I gave for the hadith just now, explain this here. Understand? God. Babun hubbur rasul min al-iman. Hubbul hubbur rasul min al-iman, they put it behind. Remember I said he put in all the things there behind. Min al-Islam. So this is also, you call it in Arabic, beautifying the fun, the feel, the eloquency of, bringing down, you're bringing down paragraph. I don't want to go back on all the things which we talked about from the beginning. So, the last one which you did, that's what you love for yourself, you love for others also. Now, who you should be more beloved to you, Iban Bhai? Who should be more beloved to you? The original, the official center or marker of love is who? Is Zatillahi Ta'ala. Is body Zatillahi Ta'ala. Is Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala. Because He's Khaliq, He's Malik, He's Razik, He's Mudawwan, He's Qayyum. Understand? But then who is the most akhrab to Rasulullah, to Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala? The one who is most closest or akrab ila Allah from his Khaliq, is Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Akrab ila Allah is Rasulullah sallam. Because he is the one who brings out. He's the one who exercised. He's the one that showed the quality, all the quality for the connection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the official markers or center of love is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then after that is Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So a person He don't love himself more than anything else except after Allah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Done them. حدثنا ابن اليمان قال أخبرنا شعيب قال حدثنا أبو الزناد عن عرج أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال فوالذي نفسي بيده لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه من والده وولده. So this hadith came here to substantiate that. Understand? So the first person, that's which ahabba ilayhi, right? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, La yu'min hatta akun. Nabi Karim said, hatta akun, that I become, the most beloved to him from his parents and his children. Tarajim al-Mirad, Abu Yaman, he came in Badr Wahi. Shu'aib, Badr Wahi. Abu Zinad, Abdullah ibn Zakwan, Madani Quraishi. Abdurrahman is his kunyat, Abu Zinad is his kunyat also. But we give it as his laqab. Well, he was a great Imam of his time. Sufyan Sawri Rahmatullah alayhi used to call him Amirul Mu'mineen fil Hadith. He is count among the Sigar Tabi'een. Many Tabi'een heard Hadith from him. But it's so sad that in spite of that, he did not narrate no hadith from no Sahaba. He didn't hear no hadith from Sahaba. But in spite of that, many great Tabi'in heard from him. Good. Imam Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala had mentioned that the asanid of Abu Huraira, Abu Zinad, and Arad, and Abu Huraira, that he have the most authentic sanad. At the age of 87 years of age, in 120 Hijri, he passed away. Araj is Abu Dawud, Abdurrahman ibn Hurmuz, Madani Quraishi. He's a Tabi'. He passed away in 117 Hijri. Abu Hurairah ta'ala. حدثنا يعقوب بن إبراهيم قال حدثنا ابن علي عن عبد العزيز بن صهيب عن أنس قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وحدثنا عالم قال حدثنا شعبة عن قتادة عن أنس قال قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه من ولي والناس أجمعين. This is the additional piece coming in the hadith here, which you can talk about, so that's the reason why I didn't give more explanation yet. Rawat al-Hadith, Yaqub ibn Ibrahim. This is Abu Yusuf, Yaqub ibn Ibrahim, ibn Kathir, ibn Zayd, ibn Afla, Abdi, Dawraqi. Yaqub ibn Ibrahim, his name is Abu Yusuf, Yaqub ibn Ibrahim, ibn Kathir, ibn Zayd, ibn Afla, Abdi, Dawraqi. Whenever there is a weakness in any rawat, I will do mention it. Otherwise, all of them, whatever is said, they are considered to be siqah. He passed away in 252 Hijri. Ibn Ulayya, this is Ismail, Ibn Ibrahim, Ibn Miqsam, Asadi Basri. He became very famous through the name of Ulayya. But Ulayya, it is his mother's name. Ulayya is actually the name of his mother. So he was being mansoob or being related refer or referred by his mother name. So Ismail, among the Muhaddithin, Ismail ibn Ulayya, when Imam Bukhari will make hadith, or narrate hadith from him, he will say, Akhbarna Ismail alladhi yuqalu ibn Ulayya, son of Ulayya. Good. Imam Shaban mentioned he is Sayyidul Muhaddithin. So he was considered to be a great individual of hadith. He passed away in 193 or 194 Hijri. Imam Bukhari was born at that time in Baghdad. So when Imam Bukhari, his Ustad there was from Baghdad, you see. So the field of knowledge had already gone to Baghdad. Abdul Aziz ibn Suhaib. This is Abdul Aziz ibn Suhaib Bunani, Basri, Tabi'i. He narrated or he heard hadith from Anas ibn Malik radiyallahu ta'ala. Shaba, when Shaba will make riwayat from him, he will say, Huwa indi fi Anas ahabba ilayya min Qatada. That this is given an inclination that they stick out how strong he was. Ashab al-Usul Sitta, Sitta, they narrated hadith from him. He passed away in 120 Hijri. Who's the other Ravi come they know by the hadith? Adam. Adam ibn Abi Iyas. His halat came in Babul Muslim. Man salim al-Muslimuna min lisaniyadi. Shaba already came before. Anas radiallahu ta'ala came before. Imam Bukhari brings the first riwayat. وَالَّذِي نَفْسِي بِيَدِهِ لَا يُؤْمِنُ أَحَدُكُمْ حَتَّى أَكُونَ أَحَبَّ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ وَالِدِهِ وَوَلَدِهِ. And the other hadith, he brings another sanad here. Abdul Aziz the first sanad have Abdul Aziz ibn Suhaib and Anas, and the other one and Qatada and Anas. That's what you mean?
Yeah.
You say made tahweel sanad here. Now, Imam Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala, the word which he brings in the hadith, he's narrated that from the son of Qatada. But he did not narrate Abdul Aziz ibn Suhaib's words. Because why? Abu Hurairah, there is a riwayat where he wan nasi ajma'in. So Abdul Aziz, his riwayat don't have wan nasi ajma'in. The other hadith you'll find here, wan nasi ajma'in is there. You're going to come somewhere. So Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala, this is not la yu'minu ahadukum hatta akuna habba ilayhi min ahlihi wa malihi. This is Abdul Aziz ibn Suhaib, his riwayat have this. So this is that coincide with the hadith of Abu Hurairah. Good. So this is the reason why you see in the mention here, in the hadith here. the first sanad which came Iban by, and Anas, you see, make tahwil.
Yeah.
So that mutton didn't come there of this hadith which I mentioned, and then he bring the other hadith here. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam haddatha Adam. So he bring the word of Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala. Good. Now, what is the reason to bring the word, take the word of oath to bring here? Why did Rasulullah sallam take an oath here? La yu'minu ahadukum. La yu'minu. We didn't discuss this in regard to before. Now, remember Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whenever he take an oath, he say, Wallazi nafsi biyadi. Anybody following?
Yeah.
So in many places, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will say, Wallazi nafsi. Wallazi nafsi. So we say that when there is something important, when there is a very important matter, then you will take the oath of the verb that are past tense to give confirmation. So that's the reason why Rasulullah didn't say, Walladhi nafsi biyadihi. And then love is something that, something very delicate. And for her comprehensiveness, right? A man will very much attach to himself, his family, his children. And it's very difficult for a man to be very comprehensive regarding the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he says, until hatta, the word came hatta, until your mother love and your children love compared to my love, and my love being the most, means being the most love. Being the most love. Then your iman will be right. Then your iman will be right. Now, to get this love story out, love is something غير اختياري, is not with a choice. You love with a choice, iman. You love your wife, you love your children. That's why some man said, I get no feeling for she anymore. I get no feeling for me anymore. But the individual is very good. She's very beautiful. She's very, kind, very humble. But just this love is something which is غير ikhtiyar. When the wife of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they observe that that tasawi bayna nisa, in spite of not being wajibun ala Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, but he used to make tasawi and ta'adul bayna nisa'i. But then he said, wa fil qalb, in regard to the heart, it's very difficult to make tasawi here. Bayan tasawi, equality, to be equal. So to understand this mahabbat, you need to understand mahabbat is something غير ikhtiyari. And you have to make the love for Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ikhtiyari. You understand, Iman? You understand? So this is a choice you have to make to have that love. So your ikhtiyar love for Rasulullah sallam is more than the love. It has to be for the ikhtiyari love, the choosable love for your wife and your children and etc. Now, the ulama is asking which love is meant here. Ulama, they discussing love. What love is mentioned? Which category love is mentioned here? So, you need to know what love is. What really is love. Until you know what really love is all about, how you can talk about love? And love. Imam Raghib Fakhruddin Raghib Rahmatullah alayhi, he says, love, mahabbat. What is love? Mahabbat. Where is the Arabic word by? Mahabbat. Iradatu ma tarahu. Iradatu ma tarahu aw tazunnu khayra. The intention or the irada comes from where? Irada comes from by the heart. The intent, the intending of what you see or what you think is good. That's all right. I love this food, man. I love this, man. I love that, man. Why? Because I think it's good, man. Because I think it's so excellent, man. That's it, man. I love this ganja because why this ganja I think is good. Where how the ganja man start? You're laughing, he ganja man. Suleiman? Salman, there?
Yes, sir.
Eh? Put your mic on your mouth. Read it right.
Yes, sir.
You're hearing ganja man start? Eh?
Yeah.
So, this is Imam Fakhruddin Rahmatullah, he's saying that whatever you think is good or you have an imagination of good, you intend that. That is muhabbat. Then there are many categories of love. There's one category of love, ittaba'i, natural love or nature. What do you mean? For example, love for the children, love for your parents, love for yourself, love for your close one. So what we will say here that this is partially love. Partially love by because ascendant and descendant. What you call it? Asl furu'un because it is genetic. What is it? This is genetic. Why you understand genetic? They come from you, or you, you come from them, and you come from them, right? And you are from them, and they are from you. So for this reason, you have this, this kind of relation is being mentioned here. So you should be having, extreme love should be there. So this love is called muhabbat al-tabi'i. Or you can say this is غير اختياري, without no choice. There's another love which you call it muhabbat ahsani. Ihsani, muhabbat ihsani. Ihsan means favor. Ihsan means favor. So insan abdul ihsan. What is insan? Insan is abdul ihsan. Human being is the slave or ihsan. You do favor to one another. You present yourself of husni suluk, of great or good moral. So then a person started to appreciate you, started to love you. And that is what is the concept of muhabbat. So this here is called fairly ikhtiyari. This is your option. This is the option of, this is choosable. So this muhabbat, we will say muhabbati ikhtiyari. There's another muhabbat called muhabbat al-jamali. That is because of beauty you get this love comes. Where is it? This is also ikhtiyari. That you have chosen something, you have loved something because it is beautiful. Then you will put your ears and listen to it, that whatever. Understand? And you tie yourself, you bind yourself with your choice. So this we call muhabbati jamali. There's another love we call muhabbati kamali. Muhabbati kamali. The personality or excellency or excellence. Because of the excellence, like our ulama, we see how they are doing lectures, and we look at their personality. So we started to be their followers. We started to love them. So for their knowledge and for their way of life. And we started to show them extreme respect. And our hearts started to turn toward them. You don't tolerate nobody to say anything against them. Anything anybody say oof against them, you prepare to war with them. No, and this is why. This is because of their excellence. This is because of their personality. So this also is ikhtiyari. You understand? There is another love which is called muhabbat aqli. Muhabbat aqli. That a person look at naf'un wa dar'un. You understand? That you will look at something and where there is harm, you keep away, and where there is benefit, so you always be alert regarding harm, and loses. So this is not good, that is not good. For example, a person gets an infection. Is it right? And the infection there on your finger, right away you're going to treat it. Because this is an aql, an understanding, because the infection starts to spread. You don't want the infection to go further on. So what you'll call this, that they call this muhabbat aqli. Because your life will be in danger. You go to the doctor, you do tests and etc. If you got to do operation, you get cancer, and it's in the beginning stage, you got to cut out something or you got to cut off. You're going to get rid of it. Understand? And even though you may have to go through an operation and there's a possibility you can lose your life, you understand? You don't care, but you just go for the benefit. Because a man cutting out something or chopping out a piece of your foot or taking out a bone, but you are seeing his benefit in it. So this operation which will take place in spite of you will be losing parts of your body. So you doesn't mind. They call this muhabbat aqli. So there are 5 categories of love. Hubbi tabi, hubbi ihsani, hubbi kamali, hubbi jamali, and hubbi aqli. So which one the love is meant here by? Qadi Biyal, Baydawi, Allama Baydawi, Qadi Biyal, Tafsir Baydawi also. I read partial of it. He said the love which is mentioned, al-murad bil-hub huna, the love which is mentioned, al-hub al-aqli, alladhi huwa isar ala ma yaqtadi al-aqli salim, that which a person will give preference, alladhi huwa Isa means preference, ma yaqtadi, which is demanding that the intelligence, the aql, the salim, the intelligence, mind, rujhanahu, towards it. Wa in kana ala khilaf, if it goes against you, you chop it off, you cut it off. Khilaf huwa hawa nafs, in spite it is against the desire of the inner part, the nafs. Kal marid, yu'afi ad-dawa. A marid, the medication is so bitter, which he gets recovery by the medication, by his natural nature. فَيَنْفِرُ عَنْهُ, in spite of he dislike it. So this is the explanation which Allama Baydawi Rahmatullahi have given here. So, I explained this already just now before, that which is mentioned here. Now, otherwise we will have debate upon all these muhabbat here. Good. So, you acquire hubbi aqli here, which is ikhtiyari. Understand? Hubbi aqli and ikhtiyari. Now, the Imam had reckoned that hubbi aqli, it is inclusive of hubbi ihsani, hubbi kamali, and hubbi jamali. When you put all these three together, you get hubbi aqli. Understand? So if you put these four together in front of one, taba'i, four will definitely supersede one. This is the way how they explain it. Now, remember in the battle of Badr, Abu Bakr Siddiq, his son, was on the opposite side. Understand? Abdul Rahman, he came with the army of the Quraysh. And Abu Bakr is calling his son, come beta, come to oppose. And Abu Bakr Siddiq asked Rasulullah permission to go and attacked him. So this was hubbi aqli at this stage. Rasulullah didn't give him permission though. Rasulullah did not approve him to go. Because Abdul Rahman radiallahu ta'ala, we find in hadith of Hajjat al-Wada, he took his sister Aisha to go and make Umrah. The incident of Abdullah ibn Ubay, his incident. Abdullah, he was a great Sahaba, and his father, Abdullah ibn Abi ibn Salul, Ra'sul Munafiqeen. So, listen to this one here. Abdullah was very, very sincere and very stern regarding his Iman. One time, he said, Abdullah ibn Salul, Ra'sul Munafiqeen, La yukhrijanna al-azzu minha al-azal. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when this reaches to him. So definitely through revelation is reached to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Abu Umar said, listen, 10 million you cut his head off. So La yukhrij al-azzu minha al-azal. He asked for permission, but Rasulullah did not give permission. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Abdullah went to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Abdullah, that is the son of Ibn Salul. that I know you want to kill my father, right? That if that's the case, give me the order and I will chop his head off and bring it here to you. But Rasulullah said no. That we should be very calm. So here, that hubb tabi'i, natural love was there for the father, but hubb aqli, which is the taqaba, the demand of iman, that had encompassed or that become predominant in Sahaba Ikram Ajma'in. And there are many more incidents which I can quote here. If I can quote incident, then we're going to start here. Now, there's one incident, there are many incidents here, but I'm not going to quote all of this. Normally I just quote it when you take up a lot of time.